Peace to the family. Welcome back to the page. Peace to all the gods and goddesses of the planet. Peace to all the kings and queens. Peace to all the princes and princesses. And all the high vibrational human beings and high vibrational extraterrestrial, because there is duality in all. It's good and bad in all, no matter if it's a god or a goddess. It can be high vibrational or low vibrational. So we always keep that in mind. But if this is your first time viewing the page, my name is No Firm Vo. This is my page for spirituality, metaphysics, music, any artistry I'm pretty much into, because at my soul, I am a creator and I'm the ultimate creator of all. And if you have any neuromelanin in you, you are also, you created everything in the universe, in the multiverse. So, we great creators, and that's what we'll forever be. So with that being said, we got to open up correctly just so we can bring in the right energy, and so we can leave out with the right energy, of course. But I'm not going to hold too much of your time today. I think this whole week is pretty much, because I live in Houston, so pretty much this whole week is like snowy and icy, like yesterday, very icy. But with all this stuff going on outside and all those things going on around the world, that's what led me to this message. And the message is continuously having a winner's mindset, and having the mindset shift if you don't already have the mindset of a winner, because winners, some are born and some are created. So you can't be born a winner but not have the mindset. Like, you could be born into a rich family but still not inherit the gifts of hard work and ethics. But with that being said, I feel like the first step, well, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, if you haven't already. Just based on that, I feel like the first step into having a winner's mindset, or having a mindset shift or a reality shift, is going to be, you got to have belief in your vision. It's because without belief in your vision, no matter what's going on around the world, you still have to continuously have belief in what you set out for yourself, Belief could be that you want a new car. Belief that you could become the #1 salesman in your company. Belief that you could become a general manager. Like, whatever you want in the world is definitely obtainable. You just have to find a path to obtaining it and stay on that path, and don't become distracted and be led off the path. So that's what you always want to have, is belief. That's always the first step in anything, like belief. I don't care if you're going after a girl, you got to believe that you can have her, and you will do the things that you need to do to achieve that goal and fulfill that mission, because at the end of the day, it's a mission. Like, we are put here on the earth for a specific mission. Some here to raise the vibration, some here just to be an example for others what not to do, We have those type of examples, And like I was saying, you gotta have good ethics, because you have to take the ethical path. Of course, there's like a million ways to get to your destination and to your goal, but if you don't have an ethical path, or take ethical actions, then it will not be raising the vibration. At the end of the day, you won't be succeeding in your mission, your main purpose, which for most angelic beings and chosen ones and things of that sort, if you claim it, then you basically was put here to raise the vibration of the planet. So that's what you that's the #1 goal, of course, at all times. And me personally, I do feel like this is important. You always have to have your own self-motivation, and you can't seek too much admiration from people outside of yourself, because the outside gonna always be changing, but your inside is what will forever remain the same. Like your inner child, your inner glow, your inner conscience, your spirit, like, it's consistent. The outside is what changes. Like, the people around you can change, the weather can change, anything can change, but still, if you got the determination in your mindset and you continue to have those ethical actions, then nothing outside of you is going to change your inner picture or your inner projection that you're trying to project out into the world. That movie in your mind is still rolling, and nothing is going to, make it blurry, or nobody walking past your screen, no bootleg, none of that. Like, it's pure, straight vision, and that's what you want. High definition, 4K, that's what you want at all times. Because your mind is simply a computer. And like I was just saying about the projection, your mind is a computer, and you have over 100 billion neurons in your mind. And like I said, it's duality in all. So you have some that are positive, and you have some that can pick up low vibrations. So what your goal is to always be on a high vibrational path, a high vibrational everything. That goes from eating, sleeping, everything. Because you really want to fly, and you really want to project the correct image to your outside world, you have to continuously be feeding these neurons in your mind positive energy at all times, even if it's just saying positive affirmations, because that could be the only good thing that you have today. You can have your positive affirmations, then you can go out into the world, and that's what's gonna be on your mind, because it's the first thing that you insert into your mind. So that program is set before any other programs on the outside world could be led to you, because you could say, let's say an affirmation is, I will not let anyone outside of myself jurisdict my emotions. So let's just say you go right outside and somebody try to say something to you, you're gonna have that affirmation in your mind that's not gonna let you come to a low vibration. You're gonna be like, you're gonna let it go, and you're just gonna keep on moving, because technically they don't exist anyway. Anything outside of yourself don't really exist. It's just a reflection of light coming back to you. So it's not even really real. It's real in a sense, but it's not real in a deeper meaning of real. You have to always remain dedicated to the vision. Dedication. 3 times. Dedication is something that I feel like has to be built in you. Like, you have to have the dedication. Like, nobody can give you dedication. Like, you gotta have dedication. You gotta have a vision for yourself. Somebody can try to give you their vision, but you still have to interpret your own vision and your own path to receiving what you really want to receive. You gotta remain dedicated to the vision, no matter what going on the outside world, because you have to know that the universe, everything that the universe is doing is working out in your favor. Most of the things that you're going through, you might see it as, low vibrational in the moment, but it could be a high vibrational situation at the end. Like, you could miss a bus, but then the bus crashed, so you might have felt low vibrational when you missed the bus, but then you still good. At the end of the day, you're still alive, you're still able to make it to where you gotta go. So it still was a high vibrational action. You just didn't see the full picture. So even when you missed that bus, you should have been like, okay, cool. It just wasn't meant for me to get on it and wait for the next one. It's just, there's certain things when you remain dedicated. No matter, like I said, like, you might have to go to work. It might be icy outside. You gotta remain dedicated. Some people might then come to work because they was like, I don't care if I'm on probational period. It's my first 2 weeks working. It's cold outside. I don't want to go outside. I want to stay in the bed. Then that's what they did yesterday. And guess what? They probably woke up today with no job just because they wasn't dedicated to the mission, dedicated to fulfilling their full goal. And that's what y'all want to do. Remain dedicated to the goal. Because the more you remain focused on that goal, the more it's going to reveal itself. Like, you could want a car, and you remain dedicated to doing things that could lead you to get a car, like, looking up cars and seeing the details, dimensions, the length, the width, how much gas it might need. It's going to start to reveal itself to you. And once it starts to reveal itself, you have to have the awareness to know that it's revealing itself and take action on what it reveals to you at all time, every time it reveals itself. Because that's what you're asking for. That's what you, like I said, that's your signs of that you're headed in the right direction at all times. This was something I picked up actually in the vision. I was asleep, of course, and my vision gave me this one. But like I said, your mind has over 100 billion neurons. Some of these neurons, because the more, let's say like the neuron, it's a neuron pathway. So you have these billions of neurons in your mind, and this pathway that leads to other neurons. And each neuron is like a memory. It's like a, I don't know if you've seen Jimmy Neutron, but he'll start thinking, then you'll see the neurons, then he'll hit that idea. And the idea is basically a high vibrational idea. You can either be going to your neurons, and it could be leading you to a path of high vibrational, and these certain neurons will also, because they dimensions in their own, because each vision is a dimension. It's a reality, it's a time, it's a point in space. So it's its own reality in itself. So whenever you're going down these neuron paths, the more you go down that neuron path, the more easier it's gonna be to obtain these things. And some neuron paths are your rich self, and some are your, let's just say, your broke self. I don't even like to say low vibrational words, but I just say you got a rich self and a broke self. The more you head down this path, this neuron path of richness, the more richness is going to be revealed to you in your reality. Because like I said, all this reality is light waves hitting your retinas and reflecting back basically how you feel at all times. That's why you gotta have a high vibrational at all times, so that it can continue to reveal to you high vibrational things. The high vibrational thoughts is what lead to your mindset shift and your reality shifts. And you know, that winner mindset, having that winner mindset also will obviously reveal to you a rich reality. So what you're doing is manifesting your rich reality. I'm gonna write that. Might be my title for the day. But when you going down this path and you trying to have that winner's mindset, like I said, it's gonna be millions of things trying to stop you and trying to delay you. Because some things is not always to stop you, but it's to delay you. And you have to recognize what's a delay. Like, anybody can be a delay in your ultimate goal. That's why you have to cut out everything at sometimes, so you can really step back and see what's stopping you and what's slowing you down. You have to have the confidence in your vision. You gotta know it's gonna work. You gotta have the right to go down the path of these specific neurons. You have to make the choices. Like, it's always gonna be a choice. You can always do other things. You can either wake up, meditate, exercise. You can wake up, hop on Instagram, scroll, or do other stuff that's not really, it can help you in a sense, but when it comes down to the ultimate goal of life and everything, it's not really helping you out. Meditation, having peace, waking up. Because you could hop on Instagram and see some low vibrational. But if you don't got your shield on and your protection for the day, then it's gonna affect your vibration and your aura field more than when you got a solid foundation already. You have to use your abilities, your natural abilities. God gave you natural abilities. You have to utilize them. You have to use them in the right sense at all times. He might have given you the ability of discernment more than others, or you could have a more heightened sense. Like, everybody got something different, and I went through videos of that before, so I'm not gonna really go into depth on it. But everybody have their own different abilities. If you haven't watched some of those videos, I would definitely go back. I've been making videos for up to a year, so a lot of these lessons I will not make them repetitive. You know, I like to bring fresh new information to my family at all times. But the last one is how you care about others. Because how you care about others is how you care about yourself, you know. If you're always talking to people low vibrational or calling them names and things of that sort, then that's obviously what you want the universe to bring back to you. You want somebody to be calling you names and to be doing all this to you, because that's what you're putting out in the world. And what you put out is what you receive. Like I said, this is just a reflection of your own mind. So if in your mind, you see low vibration, you see a problem or something funny about the way God made everyone around you, and you don't see it as perfect and exactly how it's supposed to be, then you're going to start receiving those things back, and people can't always handle what they put out. Like me, I always put out good energy. And guess what? It comes back around. People offer me stuff, and I say no most of the time. But they be like, no, here, get this, receive it. They gonna make you receive it because you're doing so much in the universe. It has no choice but to come back. As far as like, that's just one of the laws of the universe. And besides, I mean, I know we all got our things that we want materialistic, but what's more important than just existing at the end of the day? We are on a planet floating in space, going super fast. We can't even feel it. That's how super we are, because we have adapted to this place. So we are flying through space right now, and it's like we didn't have to exist, you know? It could have been something else that happened, and that could have made us not even manifest ourselves. But we have manifested ourselves. We have came to this consciousness, and a lot of us are in fifth dimension. Fifth dimensional thinking, fifth dimensional actions. And you will know if you're in fifth dimension because you will be more into the spiritual rather than the physical, because the physical is a slower vibration than the 5D. And I give you an example. The other day, I had a dream, and it's crazy. I was just talking about projection, so that definitely let me know I need to tell y'all this. But I was at a movie theater looking at a movie, and like somebody reached in the screen. I think it was a woman or something. It was two people. They reached in the screen and pulled an arm out. So I was like, okay, you know, I don't really think none of this stuff, because you can't think of it as, you know, evil or good, but it's just something. All you are you just observing it. So why feel fear? Why feel anything if you just observing it? Why feel any of these emotions when you just observing? Why you feeding into certain energies and stuff when you do that? But back to the story. So I was, like I said, I was asleep having a vision. And it's just part of it. Like, I be having so many in one night. I wake up, go to sleep, vision. Wake up, go to sleep, vision. Wake up, go to sleep, vision. It's just how it go. But so they reached in the screen and pulled out an arm. So I'm like, what that mean? So yesterday, I think this happened yesterday morning. So yesterday afternoon, I was just scrolling on the social media, and it was like some kids that they was trying to rob this lady's car, and they pulled off her arm. I was like, what the heck? Did she have a fake arm on or something? I still ain't got the full story of it, but I'm just like, it was still alignment, you know? And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day, having perfect alignment. You might not know where it's going to come from, but your vision is fifth dimensional, and it comes out here, it slows down, and then it reveals itself, you know? So that's why you always got to pay attention to what's going on in your vision, certain animals, certain, you know, certain everything. Pay attention to everything and vision, write it down. Always keep a journal next to you when you wake up, because you're not going to feel like really moving to go get anything. You want to be able to turn over, be blurry-eyed, and still be able to go back to sleep. And I do want to let everybody know that no step is too small. Like, every step that you do, even if you don't like to exercise, wake up, do one push-up. Like, just do something. Walk around the house more. Pick up that shirt that's been sitting on your floor for 2 days. Like, just do these little things. Let's just say you pick up one piece of thing a day. It's going to add up to a major event. Let's just say you write one bar a day. If you just like music, write one bar a day, one bar a day, one bar a day. That's going to lead up to a complete song. It's not always about making a complete song in one day or running a marathon in one day. Like, it takes complete dedication every day. You gotta run a mile some days. You gotta run 5 miles some days. Some days you might try to run the whole marathon, but you're not trying to do it all at one time. You gotta take steps. It's all about those small actions that lead to the major breakthroughs. And that's what it's just gonna take. It's gonna take the small steps sometimes. Sometimes you don't have $20,000 to invest to a business. Sometimes you got $20. So you got to keep investing that $20 until it add up to that $20,000. And the more you remain dedicated to the vision, the more it's going to reveal itself without you having to do too much. Just have faith in that it's going to open up to you at all times. And, I don't know if anybody is into subliminal messages, but I feel like even as a earth angel and a chosen one, whatever you want to call it, I feel like we all have been put under a certain hypnosis. Even before we knew what it was, we was watching on TV, poverty, things of that sort, the news. Before we knew that these things was programming us, we would always watch the news. My great grandma, she would watch the news faithfully. Every morning you wake up, you just know the news gonna be on. And that really led us to having, it's programmed us. Now we have to you have to unlearn and relearn now. So now you program yourself for high vibrational things. So about the subliminal messages, you can listen to subliminal messages that, just like, let's just say somebody having a conversation behind you, you're not really listening to them, but your subconscious is definitely listening to them. You don't have to really be there. You can be in another room. Your subconscious knows everything. So have faith in it for sure. Know that it can hear it. Some subliminal messages have soothing sounds, but it has a subliminal message in it. And you can't always hear a subliminal message, but it's a high vibration, and it'll reprogram your mind, reprogram your world. Almighty Padme Om, that's one of my favorite sayings. And that basically brings in high vibrational things into your world. And me just sharing that is a major breakthrough for you. That's how you know you're in the right place. Almighty Padme Om, Almighty Padme Om. It's really like a Buddha, like a Indian term, but it also is a powerful term. It means it's like a lotus. It means it's like a flower lotus at the end of the day. You know how a flower open up when the sun hit it? It's basically like, that's what it basically means. Like, it opens you up to receiving, and it even sound like money. Oh, money. You know, it sound like money to me. And whenever I use it though, it always does help me. Even if you're just going through certain situations, just say it in a high vibrational thought or something just gonna scroll past your mind. Something high vibrational gonna happen to you. Just use it, and if it don't work, let me know. Comment down below if you use my name Padme Om and it didn't work for you. Just know that it's gonna work. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for sure. But I'm gonna give y'all one more tip, which I have said before. You have to have a immaculate imagination, because what's around you might not always be what you want to be seeing right now, but if you have the imagination, you can create it in your mind. It's like the backyard again. You could be in the backyard, but if you got that certain imagination, it could be a full new world. And that world is going to reveal itself in the physical. Because when you use your imagination, you're actually using the fifth dimensional energy. So when you use this fifth dimensional energy, it's going to take time. Because, you know, we under this spell, so it's a time spell down here. To slow up, because we're supposed to be able to manifest like this, which you can the more that you practice manifesting, but most of us don't practice it, so you have to wait for that time lapse to happen. And that's where your imagination come in. You have to, like I said, remain fixed on your imagination, your vision at all times. And you can only do it brick by brick, and brick by brick gonna add up to a house, you know, so you can only do it brick by brick. And if you got a stronger team, then the house can get built faster. But if you not really around a lot of people that think like you and things of that sort, then it might take you a little longer, but at least you know it's gonna get done. Sometimes if you want something to get done right, you gotta do it yourself. That's the saying of the world, you know. But of course I wanna use anything that I can utilize to make my manifestation come faster, but hey, can't always control what you just gotta go with what you got, you know. But with that being said, family, I'm gonna get up out of here. This was a beautiful lesson. I hope anyone that scrolls past it really absorbs the message, look back at it, because it did take me, you know, a minute to get this lesson together. So, you know, really utilize it, and just know it wasn't just like so much free thought. It was really, you know, it was really planned out, and I want to give y'all the best message that I could. So with that being said, peace to all the high vibrational people of the planet. Peace to all the high vibrational gods and goddesses. Peace to all the kings and queens. Continue to raise your vibration. Continue to learn something new every day. Continue to grow. And continue to remain open to receiving abundance in your life at all times. But with that being said, I'm get up out of here. I'm in that Pat Mayon. I'm in that Pat Mayon. I'm in that Pat Mayon. Continue to use. I promise you're going to manifest anything you want. It could be 100 million views, you're going to get it. It could be a brand new car, you're going to get it. Just remain focused on the dedication. Use that turn and let it reveal itself to you. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Peace, family.